3 masked and armed teenagers have been deleted. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rekak Wadash. I would like to give double honors to the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the true leaders of Israel to this day, who taught me this truth. And I would like to say shalom to all the Akim and the Akwath that's believing on this truth and that's seeking their salvation at the hands of Yahawah and his only begotten son, Yahawashi. I would like to say shalom. So today, I'm going to entitle this video, When You Play Stupid Games, You Win Stupid Prizes. Okay? When you're out here in this world thinking that judgment can't touch you, all right, you're playing a stupid game, all right? And if you're acting in the manner, okay, that these 3 young teenagers were, okay, you're going to win a stupid prize just as they did. It says Georgia homeowner act in self-defense after 3 masked and armed teenagers kicked in his door around 4 a.m. and fired first, okay? That's playing a stupid game, all right? Homeowner returned fire, killing all 3 suspects, ages 15, 16, and 18, okay? They won their prize. Parents now plan to sue the homeowner, okay? And we understand that this is judgment, okay? We understand that as we draw closer and closer to the end of this thing, more and more judgment is going to continue to go out, all right? And see, judgment could touch young, old, okay? What is that? Ezekiel 9, say utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, okay? So these young niggas that got put to death, okay, they were put to death by Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, all right? And we see more and more of these young monsters running around, okay? It tells you how ministress women will bring forth monsters. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8. Therefore there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. These are monsters that you see right before you, okay? You know, probably dressed in all black, okay? Hoodies on, ski mask on, okay? Thinking they're getting ready to hit a lick, and guess what? Fire was returned upon them, okay? And now they're in the spiritual realm, and that's the best place for them, all right? Because all these young niggas are doing these days are terrorizing the neighborhoods, okay? They're linked up to nigga culture. They've been raised by single women. Okay, they have no respect for male authority, especially the Israelite male authority, and that's why they're acting the way they act. They have no structure. They don't know Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, and they definitely don't understand how he get down. But guess what? They know now. All right, they've been sent back to the spiritual realm. They know now. All right, and these parents that's trying to sue the homeowner, okay, you don't understand judgment. All right. You don't understand judgment as it tells you in Proverbs 28. All right. Evil men understand not judgment. All right. And we're going to have to get that. But before we get that, let's play a news clip. All right. 3 masked teens shot to death outside of Conyers' home. All right. And see, judgment is going to continue to increase in these last days. And that's why we continue to tell our people, return back to the Lord, repent before it's too late. Okay. These are just examples of judgment, but judgment is going to continue to increase as we get closer and closer to the end. All right. Jake don't have a cloak for their sins.
3 teen suspects killed when a homeowner fights back during an attempted robbery. At this point, that homeowner not facing any charges, with the sheriff earlier calling it a possible stand your ground case. Here's Joe Hankey in Conyers with the very latest.
Well, all morning and afternoon, investigators at the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office focused on the home behind me, where the sheriff says 3 masked teenagers were shot by a homeowner before sunrise this morning. The home where the shooting happened sits at the end of White Oak Court. The Rockdale County Sheriff's Office confirms that a few minutes past 4 a.m., a 15-year-old and 2 16-year-olds tried to rob 3 people in the home's front yard. Investigators say one of the masked teens had a gun and fired a shot. The homeowner apparently fired back. All 3 teens were hit by gunfire. 2 died at the hospital, the other died here at the scene. Brian Jenkins lives a few doors down from the homeowner. He says it's a terrible situation on all sides.
Unfortunately, 3 young men lost their lives. 3 young men lost their lives right here in my neighborhood. Now, I'm bothered by that. I'm hurt by that. Now, some might say, well, you know, they had no business.
And see, this is an old Christian, nigga that don't understand judgment, all right? Talking about he's bothered by these 3 men getting put to death. Well, guess what? More judgment's gonna go out. Okay, see, this nigga right here don't understand judgment. Let's go somewhere. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 28:5. It says, evil men understand not judgment. Okay? This nigga that you just seen on the screen that's talking about he's bothered by these Jakes getting put to death. So what did you want him, what did you want that homeowner to do? Okay? Let these 3 wicked ass Jakes into his house, let them ravage his place, possibly put him to death? Hell no. Shit, I'd have did the same. Them 3 little niggas needed to go. Proverbs 28:5 again. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord, Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, understand all things. We understand that this is judgment. What is that? Job 4:7. Okay? Whoever perished being innocent. Those young Jakes were not innocent. Okay? So stop all that whining and crying. Okay? When you have raised your kids to be young niggas, when you have not disciplined them from the youth, and you start getting these results, don't start crying. These little niggas needed to be put to death. They need to be sit down in the spiritual realm. Okay? They need to take a hard look of how they was acting.
Business doing what you're right, but they were still 3 young men. They still had a mother. They still had a father, a sister.
The home is surrounded by no trespassing in private.
And that mother, father, sister should have been telling them to sit their ass down. Why that mother, father, sister didn't know that them 3 young men were out at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay? See, us that are in this truth, we're past all that making excuses for these wicked ass niggas. We're not making excuses for them no more. All right? You play stupid ass games, you get stupid results, you get stupid rewards. Okay? You win, you get the dummy prize.
Property signs. Jenkins told us the homeowner keeps at least 1 gun at his home to protect his mother, whom he lives with. And as of right now, no charges have been filed in this case. Earlier today, the Rockdale County Sheriff said early on in their investigation, information showed this would probably be a case of stand your ground or self-defense, but investigators were still working to verify certain pieces of information.
And I hope they leave that homeowner alone. I truly hope they do. Them young Jakes needed to go. And that's not me trying to be cruel, okay? But at the end of the day, we're sick of nigga culture, okay? And nigga culture is linked to a behavior, okay? It's linked to a behavior, and Yahawashi hates it, okay? So we hate everything that our power hate. So we're sick of these wicked ass niggas terrorizing the neighborhood. You can't go nowhere because you got to look around your shoulder. We sick of that shit, all right? Jake need to go. Jake needs to go back to the spiritual realm, okay? Wait for the kingdom to be established, okay? Reborn back into the kingdom where righteous is a standard. Because they're waxing worse and worse over here under Esau Edom. Let's watch one more. Yeah, I don't think this one is playing out loud. But nevertheless, we get the point. These wicked niggas needed to be sent back to a spiritual realm. Okay, it tells you in the book of Matthew, which he was speaking to Peter. Okay, this is Matthew 26 and 52. It says, then said Yahawashi unto him. Once again, he was speaking to Peter. Put up again thy sword in his place, for they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Okay, and I'm using that for today, and we understand that the modern day sword is the gun. Okay, all these little niggas that's taking up the sword, taking up, arms. Okay, you're gonna end up dying by them. All right. So we continue to tell Jake to repent. All right. Put down all that wicked shit, turn back to your power, okay, and repent, or else you're gonna be put to death. Let's grab Job, and we'll just run through these couple precepts that I got. This is Job 19 and 29. It says, be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishment of the sword, that ye may know that there is a judgment. And that was judgment sent forth. Deuteronomy 32, 39. It says, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. So guess who put those young Jakes to death? Okay, it was Yahawashi that ultimately sanctioned that death. Okay, I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that could deliver out of my hand. Let's grab another one. All right, these are just judgment precepts. All right, this is Psalm 68. See, Jake don't understand our power. Okay, they think that God is all love. So while you out there being wicked, okay, you expect Yahawashi to have mercy. Hell no, it don't work like that. This is Psalm 68 and 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto the Most High Yahawah, the Lord, belongeth the issues of death. Do you hear that? And nobody perished innocent, as we said in the book of Job 4 and 7. Okay, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. So while all these coon ass niggas getting up in front of the camera talking about they were young men, okay, they had a life, all this bullshit. Okay, if they had a life, they'd have been asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. They wouldn't be kicking down somebody's door. Okay, they want to play that game and they receive their prize. Okay, whoever perished being innocent, or what was the righteous cut off, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Okay, so they reap what they put out. All right, they reaped what they put out. All right, and more judgment is going to continue to go out. This is Isaiah chapter 1. Starting at verse 3, it says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Sinful nation, okay? A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. And iniquity is sin upon sin. Our people are laden in their iniquity, all right? And the wages of sin is death, all right? The wages of sin is death. And our people are laden with sin. Okay, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Okay, that's nigga culture. Our people are sick. Okay, and they have no way to heal themselves, because the only way to heal is through Yahawashi. All right, for the soul, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not being closed, neither bound up, neither mortified with ointment. Okay, so our people hadn't started that healing process, and they're going to continue to wax worse and worse till judgment comes. Okay, so once again, all right, when you play these stupid ass games in the world, okay, see, Yahawashi is not playing. Okay, Jake want to play all these damn games. Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi is not playing with Jake. Okay, so when you play these stupid ass games, you win stupid prizes. All right, so at the end of the day, we understand that was judgment. I hope, I pray that nothing happens to that homeowner. Okay, you know, because he did what he had to do to protect him and his family. Okay, nobody's gonna continue to let these young niggas, okay, terrorize them. Okay, a lot of more young niggas gonna go back to the spiritual realm. All right, so once again, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi by Hashem Rekah Kwadash. Double honors to the head apostles and the elders. Shalom to all the Akim and Agwa. Shalom.